director of Pee-wee's Big Adventure. When two ghosts can't talk the living into leaving their house,
What's the good of being a ghost if you can't frighten people away?
they call the ghost
Beetlejuice!
with the most.
Can you be scary?
What do you think of this?
This was amazing.
Michael Keaton is a ghost called Beetlejuice.
I'm the ghost with the most, babe.
Now playing at Park Plaza 2. Rated mature, shows at 7:30 and 9:30.
Welcome to day 7 of Michael Keaton Month, where I'll be reviewing all the movies that Michael Keaton has appeared in. And today Connie is joining me to talk about the movie because she loves it just as much as I do. And it's one of Michael Keaton's most iconic roles in my opinion, and it is Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, just don't say it again, because if you say it 3 times, he tends to turn up and make things a bit weird, so we don't want that.
Beetlejuice.
Oh wait, no, we're good. We're good. Panic me for a second then, because if you say it 3 times, but you only say it twice, so you have to say it 3 times individually, I think, for it to actually count. So we're good, as long as you don't say Beetlejuice again, we are fine. So the movie itself... Don't say Beetlejuice again. The movie is about...
You just said it.
Oh boy, you guys are really a couple of spooksters, aren't you? Now, let's turn on the juice and see what shakes loose.
What the fuck? What?
I said if you'd say his name 3 times, he'd turn up.
I did not say 3 times. You did.
Well, I did, but I didn't mean to. Where's this model village come from? When did we have this?
Look for the village. Look at him.
Just forget him. He's like that tall. We'll squash him later. Just do the review. Forget about him. Old twat. So, Beetlejuice.
Alec, hey, come on! You gotta work with me here. I'm just trying to cut a deal.
What do you want me to do? You bunch of losers! You're working with a professional here!
Oh, nice. Real nice.
Nice fucking model!
Nice.
Do you think he is Michael Jackson grabbing his... Nice fucking shirt. The 80s called. They want that back. So, told him.
Well, you know, the 80s, like, the clothing is actually kind of back in style, back in fashion right now.
Yeah.
But nice.
Real
nice.
Nice fucking teeth.
Nice.
See that? Gingivitis.
Fucking
real bad.
Go to dentist.
What a weirdo. Review. So, yeah, Beetlejuice was directed by Tim Burton. Was released on the 19th of August 1988. The tagline was, "Say it once, say it twice, but we dare you to say it 3 times." And it's categorized as a comedy, fantasy, which I would agree with. And it's really, as I said, an iconic role for Michael Keaton, I think. You could probably say Batman was his most popular role, because Batman is one of the biggest characters, most iconic characters in pop culture history, but Beetlejuice is 100% Michael Keaton. You know, you can't take that away from him. No one is that character but him. And it's interesting, really, that Tim Burton really gave him free rein. I mean, obviously it was down on the page, but the way he acted it and the look was really came from Keaton. Tim Burton really left a lot of that up to him. And there's a very interesting little clip I want to show you now of him talking about that.
Beetlejuice was just fun because, you know, I remember once I pulled the trigger, you know, it's like the way I look at it, you know, once you pull the trigger and the bullet leaves the barrel, there ain't no bringing that guy back, you know. So so that one, you know, that was once I went and showed up. I showed up almost, I knew what I was doing, and Tim still hadn't expressed what he wanted, and it still was kind of trying to find it. He knew it, but couldn't quite put it to words. So finally, after turning it down several times and finally saying, okay, you know, leave me alone for a couple days, I'm going to go think about what I'm going to do. And then I decided, okay, let's do this. I just started assembling the guy and the thing and the idea and the energy of it in my head. And then next thing I know, I'm in makeup and I started talking to her about ideas. And I walked on the set and I remember thinking, man, there ain't no coming back from what I'm about to do, you know. And and there's only one way to do it at this point. And if it was wrong, well then we had to do a big, because they had started shooting the film. They already shot a good bit of it. And then I showed up, and he just like hooked into it and said, yes, that's it. And he said, okay, let me follow that. And that was just fun.
So it's very interesting that you know, they'd actually filmed a lot of the movie before Keaton had even fully like nailed down what he was going to do with the role. I thought it was quite interesting and quite a gamble on Tim Burton's part and Michael Keaton's part, but it worked. And as he said, you know, there's no way to play a character like Beetlejuice other than all the way, you know, a bullet going out of a gun, and that's what he did. Now, the plot of the film, if you haven't seen it, I'm sure you have. It's a really popular movie.
It's a classic.
It is a classic. I think it's a classic. Adam and Barbara, played by Alec Baldwin, who looks very thin in this movie. He looks so much different than he does these days, and Geena Davis. And they're a young couple. You know, they bought this house in this sleepy little town up on a hill, and they die at the beginning of the movie, basically. Crash their car into a river, and you could almost believe that they got out of it alive, because they seemingly do. They go back to their house, and something's not quite right. There's a book on the table that says, Handbook for the Recently Deceased. And I always just think it meant Handbook for the Recently Diseased when I was a kid.
Huh?
When I was a kid, I thought it was Handbook for the Recently Diseased. Because I didn't know what deceased meant. So I just assumed it meant disease.
Oh, disease!
Yeah.
Because I'm hearing the same word.
Yeah, it sounds similar.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I just thought it meant diseased. Anyway.
That's not when they find out that they're dead.
No, but that's there, and that's weird. And then the hand. What's that?
That's a mirror image.
Oh yeah,
She's doing the horse.
They don't see. They don't have a reflection. You know, her hand gets set on fire and she doesn't feel it. They try and leave the house and they get put in this weird kind of fantasy world with the giant snake, and it's crazy.
Saturn.
Yeah, that's Saturn.
Sand monsters.
Yeah, sandworms.
Sandworms.
And it's such a weird kind of film. The visuals are all over the place. Not in a bad way. I mean, just like it's just so different and dark and gothic, and then bright and colourful, and just all these weird things. Stop motion animation, which I love. And yeah, so they're dead, and this new family comes in eventually, buys the house, and they're from the city. And you know, the husband, he's not too bothered. He likes the house as it is, but his wife wants to strip it down. Yeah, Catherine O'Hara played Kevin's mum in Home Alone. She wants to strip the house down and do all minimalist, modern art and stuff, and she just tears the house up basically and just makes it in her own image. They have a daughter played by Winona Ryder, Lydia, who's this really kind of gothic, kind of depressed, I guess as you would call these days an emo.
Yeah, more or less.
And it's really interesting to see her in this movie and then in Edward Scissorhands, which came right after each other, and she looks completely different in Edward Scissorhands. She's like the blonde kind of. Just it just goes to show what you can do with different hair colour, a bit of makeup and stuff, because they just look completely different. Yeah. Anyway, she actually sees Adam and Barbara as they're dead, and you know, ghosts walking around their house, because she's quite dark in the head, and so.
And she's a kid. Kids can see dead people.
Yeah, she's a young teenager, and so she kind of becomes friends with them, and they basically just want to get the family out of the house. They want to basically be dead in peace.
Yeah.
So they go to this weird kind of like waiting room for the dead, which is just so awesome. That scene, just.
I love the guy with the little head, and he's like.
Yeah. I like the guy who's on the wire, who's been.
Want to smoke?
Yeah,
I'm trying to quit myself.
Yeah, that was a great one. I like the guy on the wire who's like completely flat.
Yeah,
You get there's like tire marks. But yeah, just really twisted, kind of like people who've been killed in horrible ways and walking around like that and stuff. But yeah, so they hear about this guy called Beetlejuice, or Beetlejuice, and he's a bio-exorcist, as he calls himself, and can kind of scare people and stuff and intimidate them. So they get told not to deal with him because he's dangerous, he's bad news. But they get desperate. They can't get this new horrible family out of their house, so they turn to Beetlejuice, and he just makes it all the more complicated and fucked up, and it all ensues into madness from there, or even more into madness, I guess you could say. I love the movie. It is awesome. What are your thoughts on it? When was the first time you saw it? Your first memory of it?
I don't remember how old I was. I was pretty young. I don't know if I was even more than 10. When is it from again?
88.
Jeez. Anyways,
Year I was born.
Yeah. I remember finding it funny and stuff. One of the things that I remember the most about the movie is basically the song that gets stuck in your head for ages after you've seen it. Dale.
Interesting.
Dale.
Interesting trivia about that, which we'll get to at the end. But yeah, that's a memorable scene.
Here I come, I wanna go home. And the way they're dancing and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I think when I saw it the first time, I found it a little bit scary.
Mm.
But that scene made everything like, you know, it was funny again.
Yeah.
Lily. And then, I don't know, everything about it. It's just funny with him and stuff. And I think that was, I don't know if that was the first time I saw in a movie that if you draw on the wall a door, you get a door into a different dimension or something. And everybody really wanted to do that, I think. Just to try it, to see what happened. I'm trying to remember other things in this movie that are just great. I love the old woman that is smoking through her.
Yeah.
Or she's smoking, but
she got a hole in her neck.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
And it's just funny parts all over the place, how people died and stuff. And it kind of makes you also think like, okay, what if there are actually dead people in this house and they hate that I'm living here, you know?
Very,
what?
Very dark, twisted humour.
It is. It's a... Yeah. I think it's sad that he's in the movie as little as he is.
Yeah, but I think that's kind of what's kind of great about it, really, because you feel him throughout the whole movie, you know, or at least until he's introduced, even though he's not there as much. And I honestly, like, I'd seen this movie so many times. It was only when I was in maybe my 20s that I heard the fact, which I'll get to in a minute, about how long he's actually in the movie, and I was like, really? I was like, well, now that I think about it, but it doesn't take away from the film at all. The fact that he's not in it that much.
I hadn't thought about it before you told me either.
Yeah.
And now I'm really aware of it, and I just wish they could make it again and make him be in it even more.
Well,
Tim Burton, what the hell?
We also have Danny Elfman doing the score, as always. You know, Tim Burton, frequent collaborator with Tim Burton. And yeah, I think this is one of Tim Burton's best, if not maybe my favourite of his. It's just awesome. So original and just quirky.
I think you're
funny.
making your favourite because Michael Keaton's in it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, that always lends a bias towards anything if he's in it.
But I mean, it is one of my favourite Tim Burton movies, but it's not the favourite.
No, I think Edward Scissorhands is my favourite Tim Burton movie, so that's brilliant. Anyway, some trivia for the film now to round it off. Tim Burton originally wanted Sammy Davis Jr. to be Beetlejuice, but the studio was like, no. Yeah, Michael Keaton only spent 2 weeks filming his part in the film, which lasts 17.5 minutes out of the 92-minute running time, and he considers it his favourite film that he has made himself. The original plan for the dinner party was to have the guests to dance to a song by the Ink Spots, but Catherine O'Hara, you know, Kevin's mum, she suggested the song that was actually used in the film. So.
What song was the?
I've no idea. I just
Does it say what the song is?
A song by the Ink Spots.
Oh, so it doesn't say the song.
No.
Bastards.
Yeah.
Probably fake.
Loads of different people auditioned for the role of Lydia. Juliette Lewis, Diane Lane, Sarah Jessica Parker, Brooke Shields, Molly Ringwald, Jennifer Connelly.
Sarah Jessica Parker?
Yeah.
Is she too old for it?
This is 88.
Yeah, still. She's old now.
No, she was young then. She was really young.
It's 26 years ago. She's like, what, 50?
I'm not sure. I don't think it matters. Along with 1987's Spaceballs and 1988's Big and Caddyshack 2, this film is notable because it is a PG film that has the F word in it. So.
Huh.
Interesting. And there was a sequel planned, not surprisingly. The movie's impressive box office success created plans for a sequel called Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian. A script was commissioned. Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder were both signed on to reprise their respective roles, but Tim Burton lost interest in the project and went on to direct Batman instead.
Oh, thank God.
As late as 1996, Warner Brothers was still trying to get to the original sequel concept, but nothing has yet to materialise. Dudley Moore was also considered for the role of Beetlejuice. That would have been kind of funny. I don't know if you know who Dudley Moore is.
Isn't that the guy, no, I don't know.
No, he's a British comic actor. So yeah, Beetlejuice's name is spoken exactly 15 times in the film, just so you know. And Michael Keaton has said as recently as a couple of years ago that he would still do Beetlejuice 2. It's the only film he would like to, or only character he would like to return to. And a guy is currently writing the script. So whether or not it would actually happen, whether Tim Burton would do it or not, I don't know. Is it too late? Maybe, but with the makeup, you know, you can hardly even tell it is Michael Keaton at times. Well, no, I'm not saying you couldn't tell it was him, but he looks so different that I think maybe him doing it now, it wouldn't really be that much of a kind of, you know, you would be like, oh, he looks so old. It would probably enhance the look, if anything, his old face and the crazy, you know, makeup and stuff. And I don't know. I'm satisfied with it not having a sequel, you know, but I would love to see a second one if they made it. But still on the fence on that one. And I just don't think it will happen. I don't think all the stars are going to align for that particular thing.
If they did, and there would be a serious sequel, not like serious, but you know, like in the same area, way, thing as the first one, that would be bigger than Dumb and Dumber 2.
Wow, that's. I mean, I'm
No,
excited
that's
about.
true.
I'm excited about Dumb and Dumber 2,
Yes.
but Beetlejuice 2 would be a lot more epic, I have to say.
See, and that says something.
Yeah.
For him.
Yeah.
Because he almost cried when they confirmed Dumb and Dumber 2.
That's not true.
So
but,
please do Beetlejuice 2, please.
Well, time will tell. There was also the very successful TV series that ran for I think 4 seasons of Beetlejuice. Did you ever see that?
No.
I watched that.
If
I can't
Michael
remember.
Keaton isn't in it,
No,
I'm not
no, it wasn't. No, but it was good. I enjoyed it as a kid. I haven't seen it any time in recent memory. But yeah, so that was Beetlejuice. Tomorrow I'll be talking about the second movie that he made in 1988. A complete polar opposite to this movie. Really kind of well, not harsh, but a kind of somber drama film called Clean and Sober. So we're talking about that tomorrow. Thanks for joining me for the review.
Are we rating it?
No, I'm not rating these movies. I'm just, you know, and Beetlejuice, you know, it's amazing. It's awesome. Oh, and if they did the second one, what's that?
I would rate it a 10.
Oh, okay. Wise. Don't know why I said wise. It's not really wise to rate something. Cause, you know, I would agree with 10 out of 10. Yeah, if they made a sequel, they'd have to do Tim Burton. They'd have to have Tim Burton directing it. Otherwise, it would. Yeah, not sure.
Come on, Timmy! Can I call you Timmy?
We'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching.
Well, come on down and see me, folks, because I'm the after-house leading bio-exorcist. Yes, sir is. Come on down here, and I want to tell you, I'll do anything. I'll scare them real bad. The point is, folks, I'm going to do anything to get your business. Hell, I'll possess myself if I gotta. Whoa! Yo, I got demons running all through me. All through me. Come on down here and see it. And hey, Jack, now, you get a free demon possession with every exorcism. Now, you can't beat that, can you? And bring a little parts down here. Hell, we got plenty of snakes and lizards for them to play with. There's no problem with that at all. So, say it once, say it twice, third time's a charm. And remember, I'll eat anything you want me to eat. I'll swallow anything you want me to swallow. So come on down now. Chew on a dog. Oh! Nice fucking model!
Welcome. Fuck, no, we can't do this, right?
Beetle. No, you haven't said it 3 times. You haven't said it twice. You only said it once so far. It really hurt my nose.
Sorry.
We try to haunt the house that they move into, Jeffrey and Catherine, and we don't do a very good job, so we have to get help. So we get Michael Keaton comes and as a
He's
as a
dead.
ghost
He's
goes.
dead in this film and he's dead in this town. He's a living doll to me.